Am I there? Let me first do, do this. Well, hello, my golfing friends. Oh man, I have made a big boo-boo. It's a half an hour late. I needed to delete my other one because there was no audio. So I have found the error. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. There's somebody. Yeah, close. There we go. Thank you for joining. Let me know if the audio is all right, if it's there. I think it is here now, but I saw in OBS that there was something wrong. So today's video will be all about one length. After the video, you can ask away, stay there with it, and I will do this as good as I can. I saw in my first live stream I had latency and the sound was not that good, so I have come prepared this time because the first was in the spur of the moment about the golf industry. That first live stream was technically better. Perfect, thank you. Technically better than the last one because, there's audio. Anyway, that one did very well and I will show you why. And I'll do it like this. Let me see if I've done the audio correct. Yeah, I got over 2,000 views on my very first live stream because of Alex Edges picking it up. I had some comments about the industry and, out of the blue. So Alex Edges, make sure to check him out. He's great. You can have a big laugh with him. He is, I think, from Great Britain, England or somewhere, but he resides in Australia somewhere. I don't know why or where exactly. So that being one part. The other is that the one length that the topic is today that came about due to a reaction upon my video last time. We had a discussion in a Facebook group about the prices. And then due to questions, it went over to a talk about equipment. And then in this case, why in shops there was not so many choices. Because for one length, you've got Adele, but I think they have stopped with their line. You've got, of course, the big Cobra, who's, Bryson DeChambeau is the one leading the pack there. And it's great that he has that and, can promote it. You've got then Olimar that has a little big brand. You've got One Iron Golf. You've got, of course, Wishon, where also Bryson DeChambeau started off. And you've got my beautiful Pinhawks one length. And these were, when I was starting out a few years ago, I didn't want to break the bank. So I wanted to find something that was, something that I could afford without knowing that I would fall in love with this game so much. But I did. So in looking at it, so I'll go back to me in the second screen. Here you see, for example, Cobra. They have, you're going back to it. Great. That's what we'd like to see. By the way, that's Klaus Golfdag. Make sure to check his channel out. Cobra has a lot of... This is the one length lineup. Let me at least take... Yeah. Their one length lineup, if you go from the last year, so this is the model that they had last year. This is the Forge Tech one. There they have, due to the fact that they've done some research, they found out people are over swinging. And the discussion that we had with that guy was all, yeah, people do not hit far enough. It goes too low, and we do not have them a lot. And they apparently do not know exactly what is going on, because the guy in the discussion was a fitter. So a fitter who is trying to help his customer with the best they can get. So that's either, an experienced player or intermediate or a beginner. But then the whole segment of one length, single length, is not presented enough. Well, here, Cobra, they are doing it layers, but here you see the lie angle they've changed it. They have done some research and people are overswinging with it. The weight in one length of the heads are all the same, so it should be with the speed of a 7 iron. And that was part of the discussion. But if you go through the line, so this was the LCD of last year. So of course, you know, why is the swing weight here different with Cobra? And why is the lie angle different? It's again the same principle, because they found out people are overswinging. So having a little bit more upright shafts, that should remedy a little bit that. You see also that the offset here is very, very fierce offset. But then again, you know, they've got a new one. This is the Aerojet. It's from this year, and they stick to their principle. Now, lie angle is more upright from the longer irons in length, and then mean distance of the ball, and more flattened to the wedges. Interesting enough, their utility iron, they are bringing it out in 2023, but it's all the utility iron. And if you look also in the loft, you know, it's pretty close together, and they've got all the same. If you look at other brands, here's Olimar with their Intercept line that they have. You see, of course, that the offset is also a little bit different, but length is the same, those kind of things. Lofts are changed, but the lie angle is also the same. 1 iron golf, here the same. You see irons, the lofts are mostly progressive. Lie angle, the same. And offset with the sandwich is a little bit different. And of course the weight is the same. And Wishon, same thing. You see that the lofts, of course, are different. They've got 5 to lob wedge, and you've seen me testing out the 7 of Wishon, and I love it. And that shaft is also very interesting, but I'll come back to that a little bit later on. And you see the weight, but the offset here is 2 millimeters, which is not a lot. So they're aiming for a certain type of player, and I think they are nailing it. But and then of course you've got my beautiful Pinhawks, where you also see from 4 to lob wedge. The weight of the head is all the same. It's around the weight of a head of a 7 iron. But the lie angle are throughout the set the same. And thus you can also change it throughout the set because they're bendable. And of course the lofts are a little bit different. Hey, Zach, coming in. Nice, thank you. Yeah. Well, you know, you try it out. You do not have a lot of choices, unfortunately, Zach. So you need to see if you can find you know, somewhere a place where you can try it out. But I'll get back to you, because pretty close by, or relative close by in global terms, you've got one of the best there is. So with the Pinhawk, of course, I was helped a lot. It was a great club to begin with, not too pricey, but then still the industry and even the people in the business who are selling clubs, they are not informed enough. Because there's one drawback. Velocity with a longer club brings higher speed. So the longer the club, the more fast the more fast, that's not English, but the faster the head gets to the ball. Hopefully you've got good impact, and that has a certain velocity, and the velocity brings energy, and the energy brings the ball again, you know, in the somewhere away. But the mass of these kind of clubs is the same. The formula in, you know, mathematical formula of it is that the mass is not more energy outputting than velocity. So the people who are claiming, yeah, but with a longer club, the ball gets higher and so on, if you do not have changed the technology in the head, they are correct. Of course, it's for us. I'm a novice player. The difference is not that big. It's not that a huge deal. So, but there is a thing to say that, yeah, if you do not have a higher swing speed, because you need to do it as your 7 iron, and then, yeah, it doesn't bring the same kind of energy because the velocity is not as high as with an incremental length iron. And my irons are all cut to a 5 iron because I've got 2.54 centimeters extra, 1 inch. And Yeah. So, well, say hi. That's all right. Pitch and putt golf. Okay. All right. Hey, yo, Harry as well. Simon there. Thank you. Hey. So, I'm off track a little bit. So that is, of course, a thing to take in account that, like, yeah, velocity is a higher energy um, source than only mass. But then again, you've got other benefits. Your swing is still the same and those kind of things. Well, in this search, I also found that, to find these clubs, you have to, luckily, you can find your distributors. And for the European market, tesi-golf is the place to go. You've got Lars is my contact there. I'm not sponsored by them, although I do some test work, but, I buy things from them and we've got a great relationship and they helped me extremely. But, they're wearing out a little bit. So, the grooves are not that deep from the get-go. So it's something to take in account, although I play with a lot of spin. But they help me great. But the big news is, hey, back you go. Hey, Eric, there we go. I am going to the United States of the Americanas. And what do I do with the clubs there? Because one of the big pleasure is playing with my own clubs. So Pinhawk being a US-based company, and let me do this again. So share this. Yeah, here he is. Sounds still okay. Yeah, I'm still there, I think. So if you've got, tesi-golf, I will do the links all in the description later on because things went wrong. There you've got Value Golf. Value Golf, they are neighboring Pinhawk. Dave and Aaron and Dave. That company brings out Pinhawk, so my lovely babies. If you look here in the About Us, it's Dave and Aaron and Dave. And if you go in the About Us by here, where is the About Us? Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit. Who are we? Aaron and Dave. So they're in the same building. So it was great because when I was testing that Wishon shaft, it was insane. So I said to these guys, listen, I'm going to Phoenix in the beginning of March. I'm going to play 5 rounds in the Phoenix area. I would like you to, build me a set. Otherwise, I would have asked Lars to do it again from tesi-golf. But Value Golf, great. They said okay, no, fine. What do you want? Okay, now, of course, 4 to lob wedge, no lie angle adjustment. But I would like to have the Accra shaft cut to iron 5 length, just like I have now. And I'm going a little bit more fat. I've got the Win track, and I will go to the ultra light Jumbo Max medium, not the biggest one, but the medium. Because I've got normal hands. Pretty normal. So that's that a little bit. And one of the things that in this industry you see also there are not many trainers that are informed about it. It's not a regular thing. If a trainer, I said in a video a long time ago, why do not specifically organizations that are are teaching beginners, why do not give them 1 length irons? Because it's easier. Well, then you've got here in the Netherlands even, you've got True Groove. True Groove, they have also a certain methodology where they want to make it easy for them. And they have really embraced the 1 length system with, the clubs. They are linked to Cobra very much, so you can have good deals with them. Extremely nice, but one of the beautiful things of it, you've seen that I've already done with Mr. Pure Metal, the championship 1 length. And there will be a 2nd edition. So I'm going to again do the competition of the very first 1 length endeavor, or the 2nd version. And last time it was already a fantastic experience. It was my first match ever. This will probably be my 2nd match ever because I've never done matches before in between. But so that's that. and they are embracing it. So give them, some love. If you're it is Dutch. You've got also a single length school in the Americanas, but it's a little bit stagnant. Also got a YouTube channel, but I do not see him anymore. So, but the Facebook group is still there. So. Yeah, so hey, thank you for tuning in. I've got here the chat at least. I said like I've done a stream before this, and the audio went boopsie. I'm using OBS Studio, and I didn't see it. But let me see. We've got Golf of Klaus. We've got Zach. We've got Simon, the Harry Golfer. Pitcher Potgolf, yeah, great. And we've got Eric from the Italiano, close to Lago di Garda, or you're at Lago di Garda, at Lake Garda, or what is it in English? Lago di Garda in Italian, I believe. So, yeah, so this is... yeah, back for free for the eyes. Yeah, we'll see. I hope to do, because I'm missing a bag, so I've already, asked like, okay, listen, do you have, a beat up bag? Because I need something to bring along. I'm doing everything with cart there, so in the buggy, and so we'll see. In 2 weeks' time, I will probably ask for some help of everyone, specifically in the Phoenix area, because we need to book some, courses. So, yeah, let me see, guys. It's incredible. If you tuned in on the first one, which is supposed to be starting at 2030, then I have deleted that one, and because I found out the audio. If people, it's a learning curve. Hopefully the sound is better. Last time was a little bit, metally, and there was a little bit of latency. So hopefully this is all right there. I hope you guys all know each other. I think you do. We're pretty. We're always supporting each other, so I love that very much. Well, Zach is of course in Germany. Oh, Germany, tesi-golf. So if you ask them for do you have a set that I can try it out? Then you. I forgot your first name, Pitch and Pot. I'm just put it in the chat. Anyway, Zach, tesi-golf, I'm not sure where they're located, but they are in the northern part. And so I believe you're also a little bit more in the more northern part of Germany. And if you ask for Lars, could I try this Pinhawk set? They are not as technology advanced as many of the Cobras are. And that's why I would like to see other brands picking the market up. So, I'll have to do my advertisement. Jeff. Okay, thank you. Sometimes I even forget my daughter's names, both. And, so it's a problem in the family. Anyway, Jeff, okay. Yeah, small challenge stroke. That's for... Well, you're not that small anymore with a few thousand. And the same for Simon. And they're going strong. And you're all pretty doing well. And I have to scare everyone away with the metal. So... this, so the one length thing is for me an important thing that I hope it will never run out, because I will stick to it, and because I will never be a pro that I need a longer iron. Irons should be the clubs to make some scores about it, and that means if you want more distance, you pick up a hybrid or a fairway wood, or you start off with the driver. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's I can for the naming part I can because it's a family thing. My mother, she never knew my name. Her mother also never knew her name, and her brother, and so it's family. So I'll just put it down there. It's somewhere in the DNA. Something went wrong. Whatever. So, hey, but guys, incredible. It's very nice to see some live interaction, because, we don't see each other in real life. Well, I've seen, of course, Klaus. We have played together, of course. Go check out the channel, the videos that we both made. But, it's fun to do this. And, of course, UK is pretty quick. Simon said, and maybe you can recall here as well. Let me do this. It's pretty fun. I've got all the time in the world, so I'll do this. Here's, of course, the statement that Alex had just made, which was very fun. But then, and Simon from the Harry Golf, he saw that indeed when there was a live call of Mr. Golf, a sidekick, I called in. I just called, so I'll call, and here's me, the metal sign, and. He said, he will be, of course, visiting the UK this year. And Simon said, it might be that he will be in the Netherlands too. And we got around to verify it. And I'm not sure, but he will maybe pass by. And then, of course, I'm hoping that I'm in the Netherlands to grab the opportunity to have some fun. So, anyway, guys, gals... only guys. It's of course it was in the metal scene. It was a little bit the same. In the early days, it was a sausage fest, guys only. And nowadays, it's really 50-50, which is great. But in the golf industry, it's still, pretty much a sausage fest. And the non-sausage, they seek each other often, and which is a pity, we can integrate a little bit. I look for... if I want to be inspired, I watch a lot of LPGA because their swing is more effortless, and I put way too much effort in it anyway. Also, I am guilty with overswinging it a little bit. Well, it's one of the things that I always have to take into account. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, I will let you go. I thank you very, very much for tuning in, and also, putting things in the chat, because that makes it a little bit more fun, at least for me, and only talking to a camera, that's no fun. So we'll be doing that in 2 weeks' time. I will prepare every scene that I have, because in OBS you work with scenes, and the mic wasn't added to the scene, so I hopefully will don't have the same kind of problems. Hey, Paul is checking in at the very, very end. Hi, Paul. He has probably made the best song that there is, or songs out. Well, it's not the best. It's not metal, of course, but it's fun, golf related. Go check his channel out and go down a little bit for older. Thinks of some songs where he mentions some channels, so that's fun. Great dunk shot that you last had with chip in, Paul. I must say, awesome. So, people, again, I will leave you off with the best music that you can endure, or at least can enjoy, to my opinion. I thank you for watching. I see you next time, and I hope you have fun.